Hi everybody, Beatle Dave again from Derbyshire in the UK. I thought I would show you another one of the LPs that we got on our recent trip to Liverpool. Again, it's from Dig Vinyl, and it's, well, if you've seen the title, you know what it is. Ringo Starr, Beaucoups of Blue. This is actually an American pressing. It's like Ringo's country and western album from 1970, so he'd already done Sentimental Journey in 1970, and then later on in the year he came out with this one. He actually flew to America and played with all the top Nashville session musicians and the country, country and western people. Didn't write any of the songs; all the songs were written for him. Side one is Beaucoups of Blue, Love Don't Last Long, Fastest Growing Heartache in the West, Without Her, Woman of the Night, I'd Be Talking All the Time. That's side one. Side two, you get $15 draw, wine, women, and loud, happy songs. That should be my song. That should. I wouldn't have you any other way. Losers Lounge, Waiting, Silent Homecomings. That is a track listing. That bingo there with everybody that's on the album. It's on Apple Records. Like I say, this is a American copy. It's virtually identical to the UK version. Gatefold sleeve. Photos from the session there. And that is the words to the songs. And I think this is how it came. I don't think you actually got like in a sleeve or anything with it. 2, 3. Well, you say that it's the words to 1, 2. It's words for the songs off the album. Ringo playing guitar as well. The thing that I do realise straight away looking at this is where it says publishing or the copyright there. It says copyright Window Music Inc. BMI. Well, in the UK, it was Startling Music, wasn't it? Very nice condition, eh? As usual with American ones, they're not quite as glossy as the UK version. Yeah, I've got a little bit of inwear there, and it has been repaired there with a little bit of sellotape. But the record itself, to be honest, the record itself is in virtually excellent condition. Polylined anti-static sleeve, which I don't think you'd have got with the American version originally. So because it's American, it's got a different catalogue number to the UK one. So it's stereo SMAS 3368. And it was produced by Pete Drake, who played on All Things Must Pass, didn't he? So that's side one. And that is side two. I'll do it again and I'll leave the labels there so that if you want to freeze it, then you'll see who wrote the songs. I mean, to be honest, I don't really recognise any of the names. But I'm not the world's biggest country and western fan, to be honest. Although, having said that, I have got the UK copy of this, and I do actually play it. Not all the time, and probably not as often as I should do, but I do play it, and I do find myself like tapping my foot to it and things like that. As you can see, the vinyl is virtually mint. In fact, it doesn't really look like it's been played, to be honest. Yes, and I know some people have said, well, the American one isn't as valuable as the UK one, or vice versa. To me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what this is worth, because I got this for a very, very good price. In fact, I don't I think they've just seen Ringo Starr and just thought, whatever. In the UK version is actually quite hard to get now. And I think in America, I don't think it's even charted, or if it did, I think it only charted in the country charts, because I think in America, a lot of people went out to buy Sentimental Journey, didn't they? And because they didn't really like it when this album came out, people just wouldn't buy it, or not in the amounts that the record companies would have thought of. To be honest, I think Ringo should have probably released this one first and then release Sentimental Journey after it. I think that would have probably made more sense because, as we know, a lot of the songs Ringo sang when he was with the Beatles were sort of like country and western or country and western flavored, weren't they? So, it did make sense. And to be honest, I think it is something that he could still do today. He could like do a Beaucoups of Blue Volume 2 or something like that, because I think the songs on here suit his voice. There's not really much more to say on it. Price wise, again, I went on eBay this morning. I'm not going to compare it with the UK ones because it's not comparing like for like, is it really? The cheapest American one that I could find was £12. Bearing in mind, then you've got to pay £17 something postage from America, and that was a pretty battered up copy, to be honest with you. The nearest I could find to one in this condition, the vinyl was about the same as in here, but it had got a name on the back and it had got a name on the label, and somebody scribbled on a couple of the photos, and that was going for £55. I have seen these go for as much as £100, £120. I'm quite happy actually with what I paid for it, because I paid the grand total of £8, £8 pounds for that. So whether I play it or not doesn't really matter, because to me, £8, that's a bargain, and it is on Apple, isn't it? There's people that collect Beatles records, there's people that collect Ringo Starr records, but then there's people that will collect Apple records, and there's people that will just collect American Apple records. There's people that will just collect British Apple records, and there's people that will only collect European Apple records. I'm saying, being a Beatles collector or record collector, it can be weird sometimes because you think you've got everything, and then you haven't really. In the UK, how many different versions of the White Album is there? You've got your original presses, mono, you've got your mini presses of the stereo and things like that. So I'm quite happy what I paid for that. I think I got a bargain, in all honesty. I really do think I got a bargain with this one. Yes, it's never going to be worth a fortune, is it, to be honest? But I'd say if I wanted to resell that, I could probably get about 30 quid for it. But I'm not, because I don't think I've got the US. I know I've got a UK version, but I don't think I've got the American version. Somebody just on that other one, somebody sent me a question while I was doing it, and they says we couldn't see the Beatles figures, so they're up there now. Look, that's what we've got: John, Paul, George, and Ringo. And that's what they look like. They don't do anything; they're just like figures, but they are really, really heavy. I don't know what they're made of. They were reduced from £50 to 20. That wasn't from Dig Vinyl. That was from the Hard Day's Night shop, which is at the top of Matthew Street. So if you go on their website or something and you fancy something like this, I'd get them while they're there, because I don't think they'll be there for very long. And it's just something to put in the background, isn't it? If you're lucky enough to have a music room, or a chill area, or a man cave, or whatever you want to call it. Mine is a music room, but it's a bit like a man cave as well, to be honest. That's what I was happy with them. That's going off the topic a bit. So yes, Beaucoups of Blue by Ringo Starr. If you're not the biggest country and western fan, I think you can stream a couple of these songs on streaming services such as Spotify and things like that. The best one probably is Beaucoups of Blue. So if you stream that and you think, yeah, it's not bad, and you could get this for like roughly what I got this for, or say for under £15, I would recommend that you get, whether that's the UK version or the American version or whatever, because to be honest, it is a cracking little album. Like I say, it's a shame that Ringo didn't release this one as his, debut album, and then Sentimental Journey would have come out, say, at Christmas time of 1970. I know it's in hindsight because it didn't work that way, but I think it would have made more sense for Ringo to put out his debut as something that he actually liked. Don't get me wrong, I love Sentimental Journey. I think that's a cracking album as well. I think this is as well. I think this is very overlooked in Ringo's catalogue, to be honest. And like I say, I think it's something he could do today. Is probably make another country and western album. So yeah, all in all, brilliant. Like I say, I would recommend it if you ever see it. You got the money and it's not really stupid. Hello, said John. That's as you can see, if you're new to the channel, I don't take myself too seriously. And somebody says, well, come on, Dave, what did you pay for that mono Yellow Submarine album? Well, they wanted 100 quid for it. To be honest, they wanted 100 quid. I think because I bought a lot of records together, they did knock me a bit out of it. So I think in the end, I think I ended up paying something like 85 for that, which isn't bad, is it? In all honesty. Yes, it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. But they'd got a reissue from the 1970s in there that was on really, really thin vinyl, without the flip back sleeves on it. And I think that was £45 if I remember rightly. So yeah, so I'm happy with what I've paid for those. The records that I'm showing you, I'm happy that I've got them. That mono Yellow Submarine, every time I've been looking for it, it's been really silly money. So I think I got it at a decent price. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what people think, as long as I'm happy with it. That's all that matters, isn't it? And like I say, thank you for everybody that is subscribing. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this and you're thinking, oh yeah, that's not bad actually, Beatle Dave. We do videos on other artists as well from time to time. So although it is Beatle Dave, 99% of the time there is things for other people as well. Because although it's a Beatles channel, it is also a record collecting channel as well. So there's usually something for everybody. As always, look after yourselves. It's quite sunny in Derby still. I think we're going to go out and potter about in the garden a bit, just tidy up. Until the next video, please stay safe. And if you haven't subscribed, just subscribe. That's all I ask. Just hit the like button and subscribe. That's all Beatle Dave's asks of you. Because it is free. And in this day and age, anything for free can't be bad, can it? So until the next time, look after yourself, stay safe. And it's Beatle Dave saying cheerio for now.